So, Naruto's getting a live action adaptation in the form of a movie. I don't really know how to feel about this. Obviously, more Naruto content is a win, but anime live action adaptations don't have the best track record. This news is mainly resurfacing due to the live action One Piece show, and I don't watch One Piece, so I'm not really planning on watching the live action adaptation, but I've heard that it's pretty solid. The clips I've seen have their occasional goofy moments, but that's a given when turning animated content into live action. When we're talking about anime live action adaptations, it needs a good budget. It needs good CGI to even look remotely good in live action. If you don't have a high budget or good CGI, it'll look pretty goofy. So this Naruto movie definitely needs to be a higher budget project to bring all the animation to life. Like the perfect Susanoo. If you don't have a high budget, it's not gonna look good. Or someone like Orochimaru. I could definitely see him and all of his unique jutsu and powers looking very goofy in a low budget project. So yeah, we need to have a high budget if we want a good Naruto movie, but we also have to consider, what is this movie gonna be about? Which story from Naruto's 700 plus episodes will they choose to adapt? Because they obviously can't do it all. And again, it's looking like the live action adaptation will be a movie instead of a TV series like One Piece. So again, that begs the question, what's the movie going to be about? They obviously can't include everything, or the movie might actually go on forever. So I think the movie needs to zoom in on a certain time period in Naruto. Specifically, I'm saying the movie should focus on one arc from the entire series. There are, of course, plenty of great arcs to choose from, so we have options. But it should be focusing in on one arc. Take a look at this picture. This was released from Lionsgate. Pretty interesting. Automatically, I see the 4th Raikage. I see Killer Bee, so I'm thinking that this movie has to take place in the later half of Shippuden. Either the 5 Kage Summit or the War Arc, because those are the arcs that 4th Raikage and Killer Bee are in. If it were up to me, I think I would have personally chosen a live action adaptation of the Pain arc, because I feel like there's a clear story and a clear antagonist, whereas the War arc, it's so jam-packed with numerous villains, some even being twist villains. Like, for the Pain arc, we have our hero Naruto, we have a good supporting cast, we have an S-tier villain in Pain, and just imagine the movie opens up with Jiraiya versus Pain. It would be a great opening scene to engage the audience from the jump, and later on, when Naruto finds out Jiraiya has been killed, we could see some cool Naruto flashbacks with Jiraiya. So this movie would obviously have to show everything from Pain coming to Konoha, all the way up until Naruto convinces him to use the Rene Rebirth. So that means we'd see Kakashi versus Pain, and we'd see everything else that happened in the Leaf Village leading up to Pain's attack, during Pain's attack, and maybe a little bit after his attack as well. A heartwarming final scene of Naruto returning to the Leaf on the back of Kakashi as a hero would be great to see. And as the credits are about to roll, imagine seeing Naruto placing Konan's flowers at Jiraiya's grave. That's a little idea I have for a movie centered around the Pain arc, but because of Bee and the 4th Raikage being in the picture, I'm thinking it'll probably be about the 4th Great Ninja War. The only other realistic option is the 5 Kage Summit arc, but Naruto really isn't the main focus of that arc, so I don't think they're going to choose that arc to adapt. So more likely than not, we're getting a movie about the 4th Great Ninja War, and just to clarify, I'm on board for this movie being about the 4th Great Ninja War, but there are some issues that come with this selection. For starters, this movie has so much to cover. To culminate all the events of the War arc into one movie, it would have to be a long movie. But even if the movie was to be 3 hours or 3 hours and a half long, I still don't think that's enough time to fit everything that comes with the 4th Great Ninja War. And that means that a lot of great moments from the anime would probably have to get cut out from the movie. I mean, the arc lasted roughly 200 episodes. That can't all be condensed into a 2 to 3 hour movie without it feeling rushed. It would also be difficult to do all of the villains from the War arc justice in one single movie. We have Madara, Obito, Kabuto, Kaguya, and even Zetsu. I haven't even mentioned all of the world-class shinobi who have been reanimated. Try imagining the 5 Kage vs Madara, Obito vs Kakashi, Madara vs Guy, Sasuke reanimating the previous Hokage, Sasuke and Itachi versus Kabuto, the entire Otsutsuki plotline that has to be introduced, Naruto and Sasuke getting their Sage of Six Paths power, and then them actually defeating Kaguya. Imagine all of that in just one movie. If you're gonna try and fit all of that in one movie, it has to be executed flawlessly, or else it's just gonna feel rushed. It's going to feel like an overflow of events, and it's probably going to be difficult to follow. But if a movie combining all of those events can be made and feel like a natural story without all of these events feeling crammed in, then I'm very excited for this movie. But that's going to be the video. My two main points are the budget, CGI. Can we keep this movie from looking and feeling goofy like a lot of live-action anime adaptations do? And secondly, can the movie manage to include the surplus of events that took place during the Fourth Great Ninja War? Or can the movie still be good, even though it may have to cut out some of our favorite scenes from the anime? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Whatever ends up happening, whatever they decide to make the movie about, I'm still going to be excited, because at the end of the day, one of my favorite shows is getting a live-action adaptation. So either way, I'm interested. We will be there. And I'll see y'all in the next video.